Well, today's a big day. It's bright and early on a Saturday morning, and the postman has just been and dropped off this. And this will eventually end up in Italy, but I'm going to open it now. Upside down, but this is a pizza oven which the guys from Vevor are letting me have a play with. So I'm going to get it out and set it up. It's upside down, it's gas powered, and there's lots of little accessories. Let's see what it does. There it is. I think I just need to fold the legs out here. Put the stone in and then plug it up to a bottle of gas. Okay, well there it is with the feet out. So this is a colour, a weather colour. I'm not going to unpack that now. We've got a pizza cutter, which is very sharp there, sort of like a one-off cutter. And then we have a roller cutter and scoop, 2-in-1. A heel. It'll come out. There we go. To get the pizzas in and out, which is actually feels quite nice. This, which I've read, is to hold a match. You put a match in there in case the piezo lighter doesn't start. The instructions in English. Only in English, I think. And in here, a stone. It says a stone. Be careful. But well packed though. Squeegee wrap. So that's very good. And I presumably just have to pop that in the front. And here's the stone, square, and it doesn't seem to have a right way up. So. There's a hole in the bottom, which presumably I can get. There we go, look, I can put my finger through there and then let it up and down. It fits well. Looks fabulous. That's where we're going to cook our pizza. It's got a little edge back there to stop you pushing the pizza off the end and into the gas burner. It looks great. Unfortunately though, my barbecue gas pipe isn't going to go on there, so I'm going to have to pop down to the DIY store at some point and pick up the right pipe. But that's not the end of the world. And then that'll just start, and there we go. So, time to make some dough. Well, it certainly looks hot. Wow. It's been on for a couple of seconds now. I just got the adapter to fit the bottle. Right, started straight up. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to turn it off again because I'm not ready to cook yet. Okay, well, a couple of weeks after the unboxing, and we're here in Italy. The weather isn't great, Here on the loggia, we're protected from the elements. I put out a little plank of wood to put it on. I'm going to unpack it again. I'm going to admit now that I have actually had 2 test runs so far of pizza, and they've been pretty good, but I'm hoping for this today to be the masterpiece. So I put it back in its box for safe transport. Let's get it out, get it set up, get it connected to a bottle of gas. There we go. So I've bottled it up. Let's give it a test run. It's pretty good, but surprisingly, and different to most European countries, the gas bottles in Italy have regulators on them too. I should probably turn it down a little bit so that it's a stable. That's pretty good. Okay, we're ready to go. So the first couple of pizzas are out. They're very good. I'm going to try and film the next one. The machine is great. Just the 3 little legs set up. It's very stable, surprisingly. But it's quite warm at the back where the flames are. So I've turned it down a bit. The first ones I did sort of on full throttle, and that was a little bit too much. So now it's sort of turned down. But this is as good as any pizza I've had in a restaurant recently. Okay, well, it's time for pizza lunch. I've had it underneath its cover because we've had some terrible weather here over the last couple of days, and this comes with it. So I'm just going to get it off. The gas bottle's here. I've got a bit of wood, so I'm going to set it up. Its legs are already folded out, but they do fold away if you're carrying it around, so it is quite portable. But let me just put it over there and then I'll light it up. Okay, and there it is. As you see, the stone, there's a little hole here to pull the stone in and out. I've already had a few pizzas on it. It's not that clean anymore, but it fits perfectly. And now if I open the gas bottle, all I have to do is back here, push in once, and turn, and there we go. And I'm going to leave it on full throttle now to heat up. So it's been lit for about a minute now. We're up to 150, 160 degrees on the pizza stone, and that's more or less out of focus what you would get from an oven, from like your average oven in the kitchen on a pizza stone. So I'm going to leave it for another 10 odd minutes, and this will have heated up perfectly by then. Let's go and see what the dough's doing. So here are the 4 pizzas we're going to make today. This dough is now 2 days old, so it's had plenty of time to ferment. It was in the fridge overnight. The balls are still nice and soft, so I'm going to get the first one out and make our first pizza. Okay, so it's quite stretchy. Just going to pull it out a little bit and then pull from the center out. Get a nice crust going on. They're not going to be very big pizzas today. It's about 200 grams, I guess, of dough. I have big hands. Okay, so this is tomatoes, salt, a little bit of olive oil and oregano. I don't want to overdo it on this. There we go. And then mozzarella. So just break off bits without cutting it or making little like grated mozzarella. I don't think works as well. Want some nice big bits of mozzarella there. And then, well, this is going to be a kid's pizza, so some salami. And all Italian people, please change channel now. Pineapple, which is a sin here, but the kids love it, and to be honest, so do I. And there we go. Let's go and see how warm the pizza oven is. Okay, so it's been lit for about 8 minutes now. Let's see what the temperature says. 240, 230-ish. So we'll give it a couple of minutes more. When we're actually cooking the pizza, I'm going to drop the gas down, but you'll see that in a minute. $350-ish, I guess, in the middle. So we're definitely getting there. For the Americans, let me turn that to Fahrenheit. That's 600 Fahrenheit-ish. I know I'm British, but I have no idea about Fahrenheit. We got rid of them long ago. So we're almost there. I'm going to go and get the first pizza. You can see it sort of inflating at the far end immediately. I'm going to have to turn it quite quickly because it is hotter at the back than in the front. Looks like I have a slight problem there. We'll give it another minute then so it crispens up underneath. And I'm going to turn the heat down a bit so that we don't just set fire to the other end. Perfect. So we're definitely getting there. One of them had a hole in the middle which stuck, but that wasn't the oven's fault. The oven's doing very well. I turn it right down when they're in, as you can see. But between, I turn it right up again to get the stone hot. And then it's just a matter of turning it and turning it so that it doesn't burn. But the pizzas taste delicious. Okay, so that's 4 pizzas in about 7 minutes, and they are very good. They go up. They're perfect. The oven's doing very well. I'm not doing quite so well today. Hang on a second. There we go. I just had to turn it quickly. I guess 8 out of 10 for the pizza oven. It's very hot. There are modern ones that turn, but it's very cheap. So absolutely great investment for summer, but not perhaps for a restaurant. Other than that, look at it, I mean, it looks great. I burnt that edge, but this is just perfect. But 6 out of 10 maybe, or 5 out of 10 for the chef. I still have a lot of training to do. So this is not the last time you'll see this oven in use, and hopefully over the summer I'll perfect it and we'll get something fabulous out of it, because the potential is absolutely there. Right, I think it's almost done. I'm going to scoop it out and then I'll show you the 4 pizzas we made. So here we go. We've got ham, pineapple, corn and salami. We've got pineapple only, ham, olives and gorgonzola, and salami and pineapple. So they look delicious and they probably will be. Time for lunch.